As you just saw from meteorologist Aloha Taylor's forecast, it's that time of year when you can get sunburned in a matter of minutes. And every year we talk about the importance of sunscreen, yet every year 3.5 million people get skin cancer. So why? Joining me now is Dr. Mitchel Goldman from UCSD. Before we talk about some of the purchases we should make for sunscreen when buying it, because we're sort of doing sunscreen for dummies here, making sure that we get the right ones and spend the right amount of money. Tell me about this new study that really is enlightening when it comes to now 1 in 5 Americans are getting skin cancer, and this could be a big reason why.
It's amazing. In this week's journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, I just read that most people actually get their skin cancers on the left side of their face, their hand, and their arm. And the reason is most Americans spend 2 hours a day in their car, but we don't realize that we have to wear sunscreen when we're driving.
I certainly wouldn't.
No, the front windshield will protect us mostly by blocking the ultraviolet rays, but your back window and your side windows only block 2% of the ultraviolet rays. So the sun comes right in, even with the windows closed, and you're going to get more sun damage, more skin cancer on the left side of your face, hand, and arm.
So that is something certainly to keep in mind. Now, when we are getting sunscreen, the FDA now has tried to make it easier for us to select the right ones.
Yeah, it's almost, as you said, sunscreen for dummy. There's basically 3 kinds. Sunscreens less than an SPF 15, which really don't do that much. Sunscreens above an SPF of 15, which are really good. We should all be using every day, whether it's in our morning moisturizers or foundations. And then sunscreens with an SPF 30 and above, those are broad spectrum, and they're going to protect us the most from the sun.
Now, what about waterproof, sweatproof? How do they fall into those categories?
You know, water and sweatproof just means that they still have some potency when you're in the water or sweating for about 2 hours. So, especially with the kids out there and surfers and tennis players and golfers, you need to reapply your sunscreen at least every 2 hours.
What do we know about, need to know about our lips and protecting them? Because skin cancers are common there as well.
Kathleen, very important. Many places that we forget to put sunscreen are not only the lips, which can actually have a dangerous type of skin cancer, but also the ears. You know, so many people, well, okay, with your hair, you don't need to do it. You've got your own sun protection. But people like myself and other follicularly challenged adult men need to really get their ears, because we see a lot of skin cancer and sun damage in that area.
Okay, and real quickly, what are some of the things you brought?
I brought some really interesting sunscreens. You know, there's primers now that are really good that a lot of women like to use for their makeup, and they actually will have SPF in them. But there's other brushes. So people that say, oh, I get acne by wearing sunscreen, this company Color Science right here in San Diego in Carlsbad has an SPF 50 sunscreen, which is just in a brush. So especially everyone can put this in their pocket and purse and use it a few hours a day.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Some good hints here, and hopefully keep us healthy throughout the summer. Thank you as always.
Good being here.
All right, Walter.